Reports of large explosion in Beirut.
Here's a summary of the article.
Beirut, at least 73 people were killed and thousands were injured on Tuesday when a massive explosion ripped through the port area of Beirut. What happened is like the Hiroshima and Nagasaki explosions. Nothing remains, Beirut Governor Marwan Aboud said after inspecting the scene of the explosion. It began at about 6 p.m. with a fire at a warehouse in the port, a few small explosions as if from firecrackers, and then one giant blast that sent shockwaves throughout the city and was heard as far away as Cyprus in the Mediterranean. Among the worst-hit buildings was the HQ of the State Power Company, EDL, immediately opposite the port. The blast happened during a meeting of the Lebanese Phalange Party in Al-Qusafi, near the port, and Khattab Party Secretary General Nazar Najarian was killed. The Saudi Foreign Ministry said the kingdom expressed its deepest condolences to the victims of the Beirut explosion. Lebanon's Prime Minister Hassan Diab declared Wednesday a day of mourning, and said those responsible for the explosion would pay the price.
This post received a score of 85,000, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Video insanely close to the explosion.
They at least survived initially. In one of the last frames you can see his buddy holding his ears.
That's after the shockwave hits them, but before the blast that follows, video cuts off before that.
Blast wave is the fastest thing, and the deadliest, that comes from the explosion. For ammonium nitrate the detonation velocity is around 2.5 km per second. Edit. As someone pointed out, light is obviously the fastest to come from an explosion, but of the things that can hurt you, it's the pressure in the explosions of this scale.
You're not seeing the actual shockwave. The large, white plume is water vapor as it's rapidly condensed by the shockwave. All the tiny matter that's hit by the wave, water vapor, water droplets, dust, air, are the first to move, and kind of outline the wave, but they're still moving slower than the actual shockwave.
I assume the copious amounts of water that make up my body would be totally fine here. Grimace.
Human bodies hold up pretty well against explosives, I've heard.
I am currently in Cyprus and we heard and felt the explosion like it was next door. The windows of the houses here shook like crazy. I cannot imagine what it must have been like there. Praying for everyone's safety.
I live 40 minutes from the explosion in the mountains in Lebanon. When it happened I looked at my sister for 5 to 10 seconds straight, completely paralyzed. Then we started scrambling to make sure our dad, who works closer to the city, is okay. He's fine. Our first thought was, this is it, the start of another war in the country.
Greater than, this is it, the start of another war in the country. Gotta be one of the worst feelings ever. Hope you guys are safe.
My heart broke with this statement. Beirut has gone through so many upheavals.
6 months ago the government checked it again. Experts said they should get rid of it as soon as possible. They reported that many people will die and Beirut city will be destroyed if not taken care of. Edit. The air is poisonous. People are asked to stay home and close windows and wash themselves if they were outside. Hospitals are full but able to take care of new people. Ambulances and Red Cross non-stop everywhere. They'll start looking in building. They expect people stuck under rubble and more injured people to come up during the day.
Words seem so empty. But I want to say I'm horrified and feel for all the people affected. When a disaster fund is set up I shall donate what I can.
Thank you. It will help as little as it can be. Although I'd prefer the government pay and stand up, as most of them are millionaires and some billionaires. Yet they won't do shit.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.